Hey guys, MC Mura here, and today we're gonna talk about that one clip that completely split the Street Fighter 6 community. And this is a clip that from a match that took place during the Middle Eastern World Warrior. It's actually one that I did compete in. I ended up getting 33rd. I wish I gotten more. I wish I gotten deeper in the bracket, but hopefully in the next time. This is a match between JTR, a very strong player from Emirates, using Sagat and Zangetsu. He is from Jordan, I think, and with the Terry. So what is the clip? Well, let's check it out, right? So Sagat is throwing a tiger. Let's check out what's going on. Try to check the drive rush, but he gets got, right? And Terry is on the modern controls, and the same situation kind of repeated further into the round. Drive rush, he tries to shake once more, and he got with the OD uppercut. And this clip completely split the community between those who think that this is not okay, you should have a guaranteed check on the drive rush, and others that think, alright, this is a mix-up, you try to check it too many times, you keep going for the same option, you deserve to have the option to get beaten out of your drive rush check, right? And this is pretty much the discussion, and this tweet did the round. 792k views. That is doing the rounds. Everyone is talking about it. Now, the funniest thing to me about this whole interaction is this. So Zangetsu as a Terry posted trash game, and Rashid, which is GTR, that is the Sagat, it is. And I find that to be kind of hilarious. Now, let's talk about what is going on. Let's first explain the situation. What are the options that Terry could have done? And then we're gonna talk about our thoughts on the whole interaction. So the thing with drive rush is that when a character does a drive rush, typically your follow-up attack, if it is a normal move or a unique move, kind of like a command normal, it will have carry on momentum, right? And the momentum is different based on the attack. So for example, if I drive rush and then jab with Sagat, round start distance, right? Drive rush jab, I don't reach Rashid. Drive rush into forward light kick, I do. Right, and in general, Sagat, although he does have a slower drive rush, his drive rush is not very fast. The options out of it are amazing, and I think it's about time we stopped talking about good drive rushes equal fast drive rush. It's not just about speed, it's about the options out of that drive rush and how oppressive the options are. Sagat does not have a fast drive rush. His drive rush have good distance, but it's not super fast. But here's the thing, because Sagat have a lot of forward moving attacks, like the forward light kick, that's the forward heavy kick, his options out of drive rush, in my opinion, are some of the best in the game. From far range, with my slow drive rush, if I forward light kick immediately, I still get to tag Rashid. See, that moves him very far. The momentum is gigantic on that, and obviously the same with the forward heavy kick. And in general, Sagat have lots of range on his moves, and because his moves, he kind of steps forward in many of his attacks, and he have good range, he's able to tag you from a further distance. Now, Rashid have a faster drive rush, right? If we're talking about the travel speed, Rashid have a faster travel speed than Sagat. But more often than not, you will see Rashid players from this range going for a drive rush crouching light kick, right? Because Rashid moves doesn't carry the same momentum, right? If I do his forward heavy punch or like even medium, he doesn't fly at you the same way that Sagat does. And I think generally this is something that most people are starting to get accustomed to. And I think like one of the most screaming examples of this is JP. Like JP drive rushing with a crouching medium punch, that is 10 times harder to check than a Jury or a DJ drive rush, because simply if you try to check that, you're gonna trade or I'm gonna get countered. I know it's coming, I'm pressing my button, but at best we're trading, we're counter hitting, because the hitbox on the JP move is so good, and that's why JP have a really good drive rush. Although technically it's not fast, Sagat's drive rush is not fast, but the options out of the drive rush are very, very good. Now, the thing with Sagat as well is, and the thing with drive rush in general, is that in Street Fighter 6, if you commit to a special or a grab or like a drive system move, you don't carry the momentum forward. So he can drive rush and then fireball, right? Oh, this is gonna be hard, but yeah, drive rush fireball, I'm gonna stop in my track. And the same thing applies to his Tiger Nexus, that is the Sagat Rika. Now, the thing with Tiger Nexus is that this is a move that is designed as a pressure tool, and it's mostly used for you to do it like that, right? Like it have very little hurt box on startup, and it's mostly hitbox, and that's why it's really hard to check. Like if you check out the clip, Terry actually wasn't that far off. Like Terry's hand is here. Take a look at this frame, right? Terry's hand is here. If Sagat's Tiger Nexus actually have a hurt box, Terry would have gotten the hit. He would have gotten the counter hit. But when you check out the like this is the actual hitbox, hurt box. See, it's an insane disjoint. It's a crazy disjoint, right? This move and even the follow-ups, it start getting a little bit more hurt box. But for the startup frame, when Sagat is raising his knee, what's actually going on in this exact second? Well, no hurt box at all, almost. So that is why he got hit. Now, the good thing about the whole situation is that this took place during an online match, and SPLIT the SF6 added the replay takeover, so we're actually gonna check out this situation and try to figure out what that Terry could have done. So I wanna move this like frame by frame. See this? Like if Sagat had hurt box on startup, he would have gotten hit. Like Terry was so close to the point where Sagat's move could have gotten hit, but obviously it didn't work out. So let's go backward. Sagat just threw his fireball, and he's drive rushing. So we're gonna take control of Terry and see what Terry could have done. Now, obviously, Terry is in modern controls, right? Sagat is doing a move that have a lot of startup. This move is a special move, it have a lot of startup, but also Sagat kinda have to commit. So the first option that Terry could have gone is a neutral jump, and he's gonna get a punish counter on that neutral jump. If you actually get a read on this, obviously, I don't have, like I never played a modern control Terry, but yeah, like he could have gotten the jumping, he could have gotten the punish if he got a read on that. So that's an option. Another thing Terry could have gone is simply go for the DI. And again, this move is committal, so this could have been like a really solid option. Now, because this move is slow, you could check it with something like a medium kick from Terry, right? Like standing medium kick. I think you can even go for like a heavy kick, and this would be good. Obviously, it's hard to check with something like standing heavy kick, like checking it with a roundhouse. That is kind of hard. And I do believe Terry don't have standing medium kick in modern. Yeah, I'm trying the regular, give me the medium punch. Assisted, give me crouching medium punch. I think down give you like crouching medium kick, right? So yeah, he doesn't have access to standing medium kick. Terry's standing medium kick would be a really good move to hit in the scenario because it have good range, good disjoint, decent speed. Could have been a decent option. So this option that the Sagat went with is a committal action. Like Terry with a call out could have landed massive damage out of this situation, but obviously you gotta know what the Sagat is capable of. Out what Sagat actually could have done differently, right? Because we know that Sagat did the Tiger Nexus, but if Sagat tried to go for a medium kick, he would have lost. If Sagat tried to go for a crouching medium punch, he would have lost. If he tried to go for a forward light kick, let me actually turn on my input. Here I tried to go with a forward light kick, with a forward heavy kick, that would have lost as well. With a crouching medium kick, that would have lost. But Sagat did have some quick options that he could go for, like for example a drive rush jab, that would have beaten Terry out of it, and a drive rush standing medium punch. I think that would have beaten, I think he would have gotten a heavy kick here. Yeah, that would have been good. So Sagat does have other options as well, and that is the thing. The entire situation, love it or hate it, it is a mix-up. It is something that have existed in Street Fighter 6 since launch, and there are so many examples of this where characters do have like suppressor type moves that have moves that could change their momentum out of drive rush, and the whole situation is based on timing. So you get to the point where we discuss, is this actually good for the game? Is this healthy for the game? Is it not, right? And obviously there is always a discussion of Terry could have done super. There is so much could have, should have already that he could have done, but the situation kind of stands still that he pretty much got mixed from full screen, alright? Now, there are two camps of fighting game players. Those who think that everything in a fighting game should be a mix-up and a mix-up is totally fine. Oh, that was a sick whiff punish. That was a sick super, see? That was a sick whiff punish. I told you guys, GTR is the GOAT. GTR is amazing. See that whiff punish? Now that is footsies. Again, he drive rush. He used that drive rush for footsies. Like he drive rushed, he stopped. Terry tried to shake him with a crouching medium kick. Let's actually, no, that's escape. Okay. See this? So he was drive rushing. That Terry thought to stop him with a crouching medium kick. He stopped in place, down backed, Terry waved, and then bam, forward light kick, and got the hit. GTR have a PhD in drive rush footsies. That is what I'm gonna say. Like, it is a mix, but it's obvious that Zangatsu got mixed super duper uber hard on the drive rush situation. Now, obviously, there is obviously ways to deal with this. Like, you could just throw fireballs, and just by having a hitbox on the screen, it's gonna limit Sagat's options. But I think I am personally in the camp of just let us add a little bit of a hurt box in front of the person who's trying to drive rush, so that it is more consistent to check, right? I believe that if everything in a fighting game is reactable, like if it's a fighting game and every single thing is reactable, the game is gonna turn into a cam fest and everyone is gonna down bag the entire time. Whoever twitches first loses, and it's just gonna be about who have better reactions. But in this situation, you can tell that there was a lot of intent behind what GTR was saying. So where I stand is a mix of both worlds. Like, it should be easier to check out drive rush. It shouldn't be that easy to bait it, but at the same time, I kind of do like the existence of an option, but it should be much more committal. Like when someone does a drive rush DI to catch you trying to like DB uppercut a drive rush, right? Something that is very committal. They are spending so many resources, they're gonna explode if the read didn't work out. So maybe make it a little bit more expensive, maybe make the drive rush a little bit easier to check. I think overall that would result in a better game. But I would love to hear your thoughts all about it in the comment section. What do you think of this interaction? What do you think of drive rush special? Should it stay? Should it be gone? I would love to hear your thoughts all about it in the comment section below. I'll be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.